What are your desires for the new year? What are your desires for your life? What are your goals for your life? If you have the desire of saying, okay, I want to retire in the next 10 years and I want to be earning maybe like 500,000 naira every month, you know that, okay, what will be your investment? What kind of investment are you doing? Your savings and your investment, what is it going towards? Let's assume that, okay, probably you are investing in no risk investment like maybe federal government bonds. Maybe federal government bonds gives you 20% return every year. And that means if you invest like 10 million naira, it will give you 500,000 every quarter. So that means because it gives every quarter till the expiration of the bond, for those of us that understand bonds. So that means if you have 10 million naira in 3 months, assuming that you invested 10 million naira in January, so that means January, February, March. By March, it's going to give you an interest that if you have a 10 million naira in three consecutive months, like January, February, March, that means it's going to be giving you 500,000 every month. It's just for you to that's a strategy. And that's some strategies that some people use. Some people that don't want to go into maybe high risk investment and all that, and they settle for federal government bonds, they settle for treasury bills, and they strategize. This, when we call strategy doesn't have to mean that maybe it's one economic theory from somewhere. It's just for you to sit down and say, what works for me? Okay, let's say it's federal government bonds that work for me. I know that I'm not going to lose my capital, and I know that my interest will surely come. So let me just, okay, work towards it. So now your goal will now be, how will I be able to raise 10 million naira in three places? That's 30 million naira. So I'm now looking at my income. Can my income now be able to save up to that in the next 10 years? If my income cannot accommodate it now, okay, what am I going to be doing? Am I going to be looking for other side hustles? Am I going to acquire scalable skills that will make me to be able to earn more? Am I going to be writing digital products? Am I going to be producing things? You can produce products and services that are going to be adding value to other people's life, and people will be willing to pay any amount for it. You understand? So you have the strategies because you have your whole life ahead of you. But the first and foremost thing is that, what exactly do you want? Because if you know what you want, you'll be able to do everything to make sure, as long as it does not harm any other person, to be able to make sure that you achieve it. So firstly, we know what we want. If we know what we want, we'll be able to go towards it, we'll be able to strategize and know how we're going to go about it. But if you don't know what you want, you just keep on dissipating energy everywhere and all that. It's very important for us to know what we want as we go into the new year, and as you even go ahead in your life, know what you want. You're not just living, doing business as usual. You're not just living every day like, oh, the day comes, the night comes, eating, eating and drinking and sleeping and waking up, going to work, coming back, without you knowing what you want. Start with the end in mind. Know what you want and go for it. I wish us the very best in the remaining days of the year. Thank you very much.